This is verse 31 of the 18th chapter of the Gospel of John. We're in the midst of the situation in which Jesus has been presented to Pilate by the religious leaders, and he has asked the question, a reasonable enough question, what's the accusation that you bring against this man? The religious leaders have been a little bit cheeky in saying that if they weren't some good justification for having produced Jesus, they wouldn't have brought him. But of course, Pilate is not prepared to allow that. And so, based on that response, Pilate gives this equally challenging response. We have apen from lego, I say, third person singular, aorist active indicative. So he said, postpositive un. So he therefore said, autois, the indirect object, dative, plural, masculine. He said therefore to them, that is the religious leaders, and of course the subject of the verb, ho pilatos, the Pilate, therefore said to them, and then we have a command, labeta, from lambano, I take or I receive. In this case, it's the second person plural, aorist active indicative, only in this case, even though it is identical to the indicative, it probably should be construed as the imperative. So you take him is the idea, the direct object, auton, masculine, singular, of the personal pronoun in the accusative case. So you take him, and then with emphasis here, humes. Pilate has kind of parried their response. If there weren't some good accusation against him, we wouldn't have brought him. So Pilate says, okay, fine, you take him. Emphasis on you. And then additionally, kai, the connective, kata, the preposition, takes the accusative, means according to, with the accusative here, ton nomon. So according to the law, humon, possessive pronoun, this is the second person genitive plural, so you take him, and according to the law of you, krinata, kind of paralleling labeta here, also in the imperative. This is the aorist imperative, so second person plural, you take him and you judge him. If you have categories against him, accusations against him, then you dispose of it yourselves. That, of course, forces the response then from the leaders, apon, again, lego, which is from apon, from lego, I say, this is the third person, plural, aorist active indicative, so they said, auton, to Pilate, this is the indirect object, it's the dative, singular masculine, they said to him, the subject of the verb, hoi udaioi, the Jews, so the Jews therefore said to him, humen, this is the first person, dative plural, pronoun, so to us or for us, uk existen, it is not lawful. This is the idea that there is a impossibility of this because it is not lawful for us. Apoktenai, this is from apokteno, it means to kill. This is the aorist infinitive, so it is not lawful for us to kill. Udena, udena is the adjective, it means no one or nothing, in this case the accusative singular, used substantively, so it is not lawful for us to kill anyone. And of course that's the remedy that the religious leaders are seeking. They want to do away with Jesus. They want him to be executed as rapidly as possible, and of course recognizing here that they don't have the capacity legally to do that. Obviously they did sometimes take matters into their own hands. They stoned Stephen, for example. We have other occasions, but really in some ways they're wanting to push off, I suppose, the exposure, the responsibility here, maybe because of their concern about popular sentiment concerning Jesus. They want to push it off and make the Romans responsible for this illegitimate execution.